Alright guys, welcome to the 300th episode of Worms. We've got Cade Boom, King RC, and ALS, who is aliased as the Scorpio in Worms, joining from the Twitch stream for the fan games. Now if Cade would actually click the ready up button, we can get going. Click the button. Click it.
Click it!
Alright, and we have a special map for the 300th episode. So now we get to go down 4,000 maps because this game does not allow you to click up to go down to the bottom. One little thing would make this so much more convenient. Episode 300 Celebration, which does indeed have an indestructible floor, even though it doesn't look like it. So there we go, number 300. We've got a couple indestructible water sources, we've got some plug-a-holes, we have a couple explosive things that are floating in midair. There's like a few magnets that are neutral. I don't see any turrets, so that's good news. We got some staircases in the corners. So this should be pretty interesting.
A tissue. Whoa!
Well, I can't complain too much about my worm positioning. I've got one stuck down on the bottom, but the rest hopefully are going to be above the water level.
If you want an audience, start a fight.
Alright, what is the most dangerous thing I can do? Probably throwing my grenade this way? Yeah, I think that'll work.
Close enough for horseshoes and hand grenades.
Or not. That was bad.
Still waters.
Oh, maybe not as bad as I thought, but no, that was still bad. I was aiming for the pair of worms stuck over in the S, but totally missed that. I actually have pretty good stream latency today. Or,
Keep your
turn
friends
latency.
close. The alligator.
Alright, what will ALS do next? Oh no, now we're grouped together. That's going to become a target. Also, I like the use of the stairs so the water can run off the map, but not push the worms off. That's actually a pretty good use of those. Even though all the worms down on the bottom are drowning. Horribly, horribly drowning.
Grenade.
Okay, well, it looks like my drowning worm won't be around too long, so at least that's a benefit. Alright.
We're wearing the same robes.
What can I do next turn? Alright, where's Jesse? Jesse's over there. Alright, I have some options. And I think the magnets all die this turn. It's still dumb that when you put magnets into the map with a map editor, they don't become scientist magnets.
Where there is fish, there is water.
It's a lot of creativity that could happen with map editing that just is a little bit lost.
Pull gently at weak rope. Still waters run deep.
I like how the tiny little platforms right above the bottom are like the gathering point for the worms.
Slow and steady wins the race. Translators, traitors.
Alright, let's see what we can do to cause some havoc. It all depends on whether or not those magnets are still there. Okay, we have a little bit of turn lag this time, but not too much. Okay, forget I said that. We have a fair amount of... Why is it me that it, like... It's weird that I'm the one who's got the lag.
You're the host.
I know, but why is it taking the longest for me? It's probably the damn water things that are always taking the issue. Or did we lose somebody's connection?
You might have lost somebody.
I've lost my UI elements. Oh, there we go.
It could be because people alt-tab so they get put behind.
Oh.
The magnets are gone. So let's take a rocket shot and see if I can actually manage this. Don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, but let's give it a try. Ah! Nope. I was trying to get it over that barrel and hit the exploding head on the other side. But no such luck. Yeah, I'm starting to think the infinite water sources have a little bit of contributing to this lag, because they are continuously flowing because of that nice little drain system.
One of the people in the game was tabbing out to talk in chat. That's probably what caused your lag.
Ah. Oop. And ALS accidentally grenaded themselves because of that little lip there. See, and now that grenade would have exploded the entire head if I'd managed to hit that with a rocket.
Ooh. He's got 2 worms right now, an explosive thing. I would have jumped down to the bottom, it's safer there.
Well, he's lucky that all my worms are kind of out of the way to actually shoot at it, because I've been trying to the last couple turns. Alright, cluster grenade. Oh. Well, that's an interesting turn of events. He got himself with a cluster grenade because of the bounce. Alright. Well, one of the nice things is the little staircases in the corner that are keeping the worms from falling out of the map with the water. You can actually just climb up them with jumps, and they actually provide a nice little safe haven. Although sitting on them can mean your death if they ever explode. Alright, Cade, yeah, gather all your worms on that S. That doesn't make it a gigantic target. I think you realized that. Ooh, and the point-blank rocket. Well, is that our first fatality? Is there enough fall damage? Yes, it is. See what his gravestone looks like. Looks like a fairly normal grave. Alright, let's see what we can do. So, actually, since Worm Select is legal in One of a Kind, let's use that to save Meowth. How? I'm not exactly sure. So we can do about getting ourselves up and out of here. Okay, still drowning. There we go. That's a better spot. And let's throw an airstrike here. Didn't actually kill any worms or blow anything up. Very disappointed. So, like a usual game of Worms, I've done pretty much nothing of value.
I think this is the first Worms game you did that you didn't get targeted, Ghost.
Oh no, I've been targeted. I've been hit by at least one grenade.
Well, yeah, but only one. I mean, that's not bad.
It's because all my worms are far enough away from everybody else's that they don't become instant targets. Wow, Cade just took a ton of damage from that Molotov. Or napalm. Oh, and ALS is slowly being slid towards the mines. One of the dangers of the water constantly going.
Wow, I see that fire damage you were talking about.
Yeah, it's only 30. I thought it was a lot more. Oh, and King gets his worm back before
There he
he
goes.
drowns.
Blow out your 300 candles.
Get a water strike this turn. And the water strike right there would actually be kind of a dick move, because it would drown several of Kate's worms.
Water strikes wouldn't work on this because of the...
Right. Yep, gotta get rid of the... Thank you for reminding me on that. Gotta get rid of those. Gotta tilt the angle a little bit.
And grab it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play with them, because I think we have... Yeah, we have UFOs now. Question is where I can put it. I do apologize that my neighbors are playing Dance Dance Revolution in lead boots upstairs.
It's not coming through the mic.
Good. I can feel my apartment shaking. Yeah, they're attempting to install a bowling alley.
I want a bowling alley in my house.
I don't know. I mean, you get like Wii Bowling or something, and you're pretty much good enough.
Greatness cannot be rushed.
But I want a bowling alley.
Hard to say. Not sure exactly how much is going to be saved by that girder, because it's still not going to block the water, but we'll see what happens. Alright, let us play around with our UFO. Which one is better? That one's keeping my worms on the left actually safer. Or they could start eventually drowning Jesse. I'm going to say it's making them safer, so I'll grab this one on the right. And where should we put it, and what should it do? Ah, here we are.
You could drop it in between the O and the S.
Nope, trying not to get my own worms caught in the reaction. Oh, I was hoping that would push King and Cade over into the water. Well, it might still do that. It's just not as directly as I was hoping originally. Yeah, it's slowly pushing him. That'll work.
Where there is fish, there is water.
Kind of wish that the UFO didn't damage things whenever you used it.
I think that's a bit silly.
I mean, if you set things down, you know, gently.
Damage.
Oh, and it's pushed them all into the water now. And I have a funny feeling I'm about to end up in the water.
Someone's teleporting up.
It's a moderately safe place now that the water's not continuously bombarding it anymore. Assuming he isn't drowning currently.
I think King might be getting revenge. Oh yeah, you could always repair the water source with a wrench.
Yeah, I just saw that comment from the chat. But a lot of times it's a blessing when one water source stops. Ah! He took 10 damage back from the mine.
Why must you torture us? Fix the problem, not the blame. Gifts break rocks.
So it's good to know that proximity mines don't factor in walls when judging their distance from you.
I didn't think that would work like that.
We've never had walls thin enough with a mine that close.
Do mines go through walls?
They're detection, so they'll get set off if you walk too close to them in a circle, regardless of what's around that circle.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm sure we can exploit that fact for some entertainment on another map.
It would be the CIA breaching a house.
Oh, and I'm gonna get a monkey present. I didn't get it off. Alright, what can we do?
Remember, you can destroy indestructible terrain with a monkey. So you can actually kill a lot of worms
Do
on the
I
bottom
want
of the
to
map.
kill a ridiculous number of worms?
Do it. Put it next to their 85 and 75.
The two down on the bottom is what I'm
Yeah.
looking at, yeah. I forgot all about that ability.
Same.
Oh, because it's all the way down on the bottom, I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, no, maybe it did. Well,
You just can't put it below the map.
yeah, you can't get it to drop out of the hole it creates, or if I picked the wrong object to do it with.
You should have done it with the
water
monkey.
bottle.
Yeah, I should have done it with, like, the head might have worked if I'd put the head upside down or something.
The water's draining out, so yeah, that's the...
Like, it's
that's the
gone,
death pit.
but,
Now you can do it with the UFO.
I'm out of
Or-
UFOs. It's one of a kind.
Or telekinesis.
Yeah, true, true. Oh, seeing a little bit of revenge coming my way. Yeah, if I'd spent longer thinking about that plan, it would have worked better. Well, that's one more worm down on the bottom, and we have a rolling water source. Am I gonna take fall damage from this water source landing on me?
Still waters run deep.
It's got like a jet engine from the water. It's like flowing in all different ways.
There is water. A stout heart crushes some ill luck. It hurts.
Oh, that is hilarious! The water source is being rocked by the water, and so it's actually spraying in like a pattern. You actually got like a sprinkler going. Oh, and now other people are using the removal of the unbreakable terrain.
Boys will be boys.
Oh, I think King's listening because I said use the water jug.
Still waters run deep.
Water jug's an interesting one because when you break it, it's gonna... Well, no, it would normally create more water, but now it's not going to.
The harder we fall, the higher we bounce.
ALS is trying to fight against the current of the bottle.
Gosh. I think that's Kate, actually.
Oh yeah, that one is Cade, yeah. I saw the yellow worm that he was right next to. Ah, and because everybody is moving around in the water, it's now extra dangerous. Turrets are very valuable down there.
Gifts break rocks.
Alright, well, let's see. Wow,
Oh,
that turret is killing worms now.
Freedom at last.
Alright, so let's leave that alone. Or we could give that turret some more targets. I'm kind of in a nice little spot.
That turret did a lot of damage.
50 damage.
So let's do
It kill its maker.
this.
No, Kate made it. Killed
See what
Kate.
this does.
Strike while the iron is hot.
Hoping to push a few more worms down there, and literally I did nothing with that airstrike.
Is
Oh
it a
no,
water
I
one?
shifted the water bottle a little bit.
Wow, it actually put water out there.
Yeah, because there's enough holes in the bottom of the map, I knew it wasn't at cap anymore.
Your worm's gonna drown before you get him.
Yep, sadly he will. Oh, somebody's barricading themselves in. Thank you for making yourself a target. This is a very large map, so it's kind of hard to figure out where you want to actually start attacking.
It's so weird watching instead of playing because I try to scroll and stuff.
I'm trying to keep my camera angle fairly good, but... Oh, that's one less water thing to worry about.
Master.
So hopefully all this water next to me is going to drain, saving that 45 health worm, and preventing me from floating down. But yeah, I am going to lose my 5 health worm.
Did you notice there's a tiny little hole in the left side of the map? Underneath that wood?
Yeah, there's one on both sides. It's how the water continuously flowed out, because it could flow through the wood, but a worm can't go through the wood. So it was a rather good setup that way.
The water didn't,
Oh, and the mortars begin. Uncomfortably close to my worm, I might add. Well, there goes my worm. But that does mean my other worms get their turns that much faster. And I'm taking a lot of just splash damage from worm death on my 32. Well, time to move a few people. My girder is actually... Oh, wow, I actually killed him from fall damage.
There's no time like the present.
now you can get caged.
A little bit of splash damage from that, but I think I got another kill from fall damage. Oh! I only had 25 HP left. So I took exactly what I had to die. Damn it. Oh well, 2 for 1. Could have thought that through a little bit better. I should have just used a regular grenade, but I wasn't sure if it was going to get enough force. Somebody's trying to get Cage shot up by his own turret.
Don't just aim. Hit the target.
The Ghost Wolf in the middle of the map makes it really hard to aim a lot of stuff over to different parts, because there's just so much lettering space.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Luckily, I may get Giovanni before he drowns, which would be rather nice. Although, I think King may be killing me here. We're trying to jiggle the pot loose in the hole. Yep, alright, well, Giovanni's dead. I think King may also suffer the same fate. Nope. Alright, well, down to 1 worm. That means I get it every turn, though, so that is a positive.
Boys will be boys.
Alright, whose turn is it? Ah, that worm. Oh no, they're targeting Jesse now. Alright, looks like my little bit of peace is over. Trying to knock Jesse off the platform, but Jesse refuses to move. Hopefully. Nope. Oh, onto a mine. And then for a second bit of fall damage. Ah. Well, I did have 1 full health worm. Alright, time to rise above all of this madness. Myself bunkered down in this little nook of the 0. And let's see what havoc we can cause. I think it is time for the banana bomb. Damn. I was hoping that would get a little bit farther over to the other side of the O so I could get in some of King's worms as well. But I did a fair amount of damage down the center. Probably should have dropped my worm charm to buy myself a little bit more HP. Not like I'm gonna survive more than a single hit if somebody starts going for me.
The glass is half empty. A tissue.
I'm really surprised no one's tried to teleport themselves inside the 300 zeros, considering they'd be fairly safe in the middle of those. Yeah, so that's where I wanted my banana to go. That might be 3 kills. And it is. So King is out of the game. Cade, myself, and ALS are all down to our last worm.
I have let you down.
Was that a banana or?
That was a banana, yeah.
Break rocks.
So let's see if anyone goes for the teleport inside the 300.
That's actually the safest spot because it's indestructible terrain.
Not really. I'm kind of hoping someone does it so I can stick the water thing in there and just flood them out. Well, and I'm dead.
That counts.
But you used your UFO already.
I had the telekinesis.
You have to be next to it, and it doesn't have that long of a range.
Meh. Or somebody would have thought of it. I would have mentioned it, and then somebody else would have done it with their UFO. Alright, so it's down to Cade versus ALS. Oh, and here comes the Boggy, which, if played correctly, will do enough damage with the addition of fall damage and potentially drowning damage. Oh, that was not the right spot, though. And so I see a return Boggy coming into play here.
Is to risk appearing a fool. Fortune favors
Yep,
the bold.
and there's the return Boggy as I predicted. He has to be somewhere close. Yep, that's a kill shot. 45 and 18. Yeah, he is certainly dead. And that ends the 300th episode of Worms. So we've got a few more fan matches up next. So we will see you next time.